Hi you guys, this is Jamie from Whatever's Clever Boutique, and today I have something a little bit different. So I took part in a challenge in the Made by Manny and Mel Elite group, MBMM Elite, and the challenge was to create a custom glitter mix using only Create by Firefly glitters. I was so excited to do this. So here is what I came up with. I took 30 milliliters of Hunch Punch, (20 milliliters of Vanilla Bean, 15 milliliters of Egyptian Cotton, 20 milliliters of Satin Sash, 15 milliliters of Graceful, 20 milliliters of Luxe, 10 milliliters of Beach Babe, 10 milliliters of cream soda, and 10 milliliters of Resilient. I combined those all into a cup and I just started to mix that all together. I can't tell you guys how happy I am with the way this turned out. It was a little hard to get a true color video as my camera kept trying to pick up the reflective pieces from the opals. But because this glitter is mainly an opal base, you can use it over any color-based tumbler. I couldn't think of a more perfect name for this glitter than to name it after my company, Whatever's Clever, because it can transform to be whatever color you'd like. So in this tutorial, I'm now going to show you how I use this glitter over a black base and a white base. So let's get started with a 20-ounce prepped white and a 20-ounce prepped black tumbler from Craft Haven. And to apply my glitter, I'm going to use the epoxy method. So I just apply a little bit of epoxy to the tumblers and just rub it all around so it is evenly coated. Now I'm going to take my custom Whatever's Clever glitter mix and apply that to both the tumblers. Now, because this is a fine chunky mix, it's not big chunks of glitter, but it does have some, medium cut pieces in there. I'm going to wrap both those tumblers in parchment paper to press down any of those pokey bits that may be exposed and make epoxying a little more difficult. And here is what we have for what the glitter looks like over the black base and the white base. We're now going to go in with 2 coats of epoxy. After the epoxy cures, I clean the rims of these tumblers, and now we're going to start adding the vinyl. For the black base tumbler, I have this little ornament peekaboo vinyl from Banff Custom Creations. So it is printed with white ink, so all of the white that you see will be clear, yet the design, the little ornaments, will show up perfectly clear due to the white ink that they're printed with. So I'm just trimming down this vinyl. That way it will wrap seamlessly for me around the tumbler. And then, as always, I cut off a little piece of that backing, line it up, and then press that vinyl down. As you can see, that little truck on the left-hand side of the screen there was the initial decal I was going to use for this tumbler. But then I found another one that I thought was even more perfect. So I went ahead and changed it up a bit. Now I'm going to take my X-Acto knife and pop any little bubbles that are underneath that vinyl. And then we're going to take the new decal that I decided to go with. It's this cute plaid-based Running on Christmas Cheer and Chaos decal. And I'm just going to trim around so I can line it up a little better when I go to put it on the tumbler. And I just line it up where I'd like it, and then I press down that little piece of exposed decal there, and just like the vinyl, I then press it down. And this cute decal came from Create by Firefly. This is a super simple design, but also has a big effect with that mustard color that just really pops off the tumbler. So I really like how this turned out. Now next for our white base tumbler. I am so excited for this one. So both of these products are from Create by Firefly. They came in the Colors That Stick box from November. And I'm going to use the little swash mark vinyl and wrap it all the way around the tumbler. So here I'm just kind of trimming off so it looks like it's a natural seam when we go to lay it on the tumbler. And like the other vinyl wraps I've done, I'm just kind of measuring it and trimming, and then I will apply it to the tumbler. So we'll just trim off a little piece of that backing and start laying this vinyl down. And I did speed this up quite a bit. It does take a bit of time. Definitely don't rush this process. I kind of started to at the end, as you'll see, and I kind of then had to fandangle and pull and do all these different things to get it to lay smoothly. So just learn from my mistakes, take it slow from the beginning, and don't rush it. Now we're going to take our X-Acto knife and pop any little bubbles that are in there. Now for the white base tumbler, we're going to go in with 1 coat of epoxy. And then for our black base tumbler, it is done. I'm not going to do anything else to it. So that one is going to get 2 coats of epoxy, and they will be the final coats. Now for the decal on the white base tumbler, how cute is this giraffe? You guys, I can't even. He is so cute. We'll say she. So I'm just going to take that off the backing and just slowly lay it down. But seriously, guys, I do not need another tumbler. I do not need another tumbler. I do not need another tumbler. although I really want to keep it. So now we're going to go in with some glitter pinstriping, and we're just going to take that pinstriping and just on the top and the bottom of that vinyl line, we are going to lay it down. And because it is a glitter striping, you won't be able to see that decal without the epoxy over it. And now for a hold your breath moment. I fumbled my X-Acto knife and it fell perfectly, thank goodness, in my hand. Those of you crafters know the struggle. Okay, so now I'm just going to do the top, and then we will go in with our final 2 coats of epoxy. After you apply your epoxy, don't forget to run your torch over to pop any of those bubbles. I am so happy with how these tumblers turned out, and I absolutely adore this glitter mix. If you decide to recreate this mix, I would love to see what tumblers you make with it, because it is just so versatile and really can be used for whatever. So if you like the tutorial, if it was helpful, I would love to hear from you. Don't hesitate to ask with any questions in the comments. I would love for you to like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification button if you want to be notified anytime I post a new tutorial. And I do have a new makers group on Facebook where it's kind of like a maker support group where we'll bounce inspiration off one another, questions, we'll do lives. I plan to be pretty active in there come beginning of the new year after the holiday craze. So all those links will be below, and don't forget I do have a 15% off coupon code with Create by Firefly. It is whatever-15 for 15% off. So if there's anything, she has so many great vinyls, decals, glitters, all of it. So go take a look. But thank you guys again for all the continued support, and I will see you next week.